Welcome to the JFed Sports Show. I am your host, Jeff JFed Fetters, and welcome everybody new that is watching for the first time in public. If you do like this show, please like and subscribe to the channel. It is JFed Sports Show on YouTube. For everyone that has not been here before, we always get started with one thing. So ladies and gentlemen, let's crank it up and get started with bullet points. First bullet point, the snubs of the NCAA tournament. We got Auburn, Alabama, San Diego State, and Indiana all left out of the tournament, all playing in decent conferences. Everyone has decent records besides Auburn, who's 17-16, but they played a really tough schedule. And if you think about it, you would think to yourself, who could have got in that got these teams left out? It's just crazy to think about. But that brings me to my next bullet point. Miami of Ohio, 31-1. Lowest KenPom rating to ever get into the NCAA tournament. They have 0 quad 1 wins. That has really never been done before. They played nobody, and literally that means nobody. However, they're 31-1. Everybody talked about it. They went undefeated. What was going to happen? Will they lose in the first round of their tournament in the MAC? But guess what? The NCAA go ahead and awards them. That goes ahead and kicks them teams I just talked about out. So what do they win for making the NCAA tournament? Drum roll, please. Congratulations, you're going to Dayton, Ohio, and you're playing in the first game of the night, 11 versus 11. So guess what? It's time to put up or shut up, Miami of Ohio. You want it in this tournament? You better show that you can get it done. You better win this game or else you're going to be talked about. And for anybody that never plays any quad 1 wins again, you can change the tournament forever. Next bullet point. 32 games, 2 days. After that, 16 games in 2 days. Pandemonium. One of the funnest times of the year, if you think about it. These 2 days is non-stop basketball all the way to the end. You gotta absolutely love it. And if you don't, you should try to get into these next 2 days because they are so fun to watch. That gets me into my last bullet point. Why wait till Thursday to watch? Because we have Tuesday night and Wednesday night, we got NC State versus Texas, Miami of Ohio versus SMU, UMBC versus Harvard, Prairie versus Lehigh. Respectively, them teams will get BYU, NC State gets, Texas, NC State gets BYU, Miami of Ohio versus SMU winner gets Tennessee, UMBC versus Howard gets Michigan, and Prairie View versus Lehigh gets Florida. That is all I have for the bullet points today. Let me catch my breath and let's take a quick break from our sponsors. Man, I gotta turn these basketball announcers, they are terrible. They gotta turn them down.
What if there's a pill to give you different announcers?
Really?
It's called Nancelfen.
Nancelfen?
Nancelfen, a once-a-day tablet designed to change that inner voice inside your mind and change it to Jim Nantz with anything you're doing. Just imagine playing basketball and hearing,
"Hello friends, welcome to a tradition unlike any other."
And UCF will pull off the shocker. Here we go. Inbound out to Taylor. Jones is on him. Taylor driving in, banks it up. No, put back, in and out. And Duke survives.
Make sure you contact your doctor before taking Nancefil. Some side effects might be irritability, constipation, erectile dysfunction, loss of a kidney, and not being able to feel your feet.
Let's try some.
It's Michigan taking the semifinal game 69-50.
Ask your doctor if Nancelfen is right for you. The JFed Sports Show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. And new to the show and program from here on out, welcome the Fedestrator, our new top technology that we have here at the JFed Sports Studios. First thing we're going to do with this fenestrator is we're going to put up our top 16 seeds. Bah! We got Duke #1, Arizona #1, Florida #1, and Michigan #1. Right there's a look at our top 16 seeds. Them are your best teams in the tournament. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and break down. We're going to go ahead and break down by region, starting with the East. Go ahead and select the East up. Bam! There's the East. We got Duke versus Siena, Ohio State, TCU, St. John's, Northern Iowa, Kansas, Cal Baptist, Louisville, South Florida, Michigan State, North Dakota, UCLA, UCF, UConn, Furman. There is your East Regional. Duke's looking like they could come out of this quite easily. However, it is a bracket of death. You got Michigan State that can make a lot of noise. You got UConn, who's been a little bit down lately, but they're still a powerful team. And UCLA's been playing the hottest basketball around for the last few weeks. Not to mention Duke, coming out of that area, is going to have to probably face either Kansas or St. John's in their region. It's not the easiest thing to go through and deal with. Next region we're going to put up is the South. And here we go. We're going to start with our South. Up top, we got Florida playing Lehigh. The 8-9's Clemson and Iowa. We got Vandy McNeese. We have Nebraska Troy. We have North Carolina versus VCU. Now that's going to be a game. We got Illinois and Penn. We got St. Mary's and Texas A&M and Houston and Idaho. That's what we're looking at for the South region. This region looks like Florida can have an easy chance to come out. But we got a couple Cinderella teams that we got to talk about here. McNeese State, one of the top Cinderella picks is going to be coming up. Troy could get it done because who knows? Nebraska's not in the tournament a lot. Fred Hoiberg has been playing good ball, but they have struggled towards the end of the year. We'll see if that gets done. But then I think the game of the tournament is going to be North Carolina and VCU. I think VCU got to go. This is where our bracket busters come from, is right there. Boom! Tough acting, tenactic. All right, now we got our West region. Go ahead and boom! West regional pound. We got Arizona versus Long Island University, Nova, Utah State. We got Wisconsin and High Point, Arkansas, Hawaii, BYU versus either Texas or NC State, Gonzaga, Kennesaw State, Miami, Missouri, Purdue, Queens. That's your West region. To give a couple things, Arizona's got an easy chance to get out of this region. This might be the easiest region there is. If you think about it, they have to get past Villanova and basically later on down the line, BYU. I don't think there's a lot. They're going to end up playing Purdue more than likely. I would love to be in this region here. There's nothing that really scares me off if I'm a 1 seed. Fabulous, fabulous. Man, I am burning up. Whoa! And ladies and gentlemen, I saved the best region for last. This is region. We got Michigan. They're going to get UMBC or Howard, the winner of that. We got a good game between Georgia and St. Louis on this battle. Texas Tech, Akron. Alabama, very dangerous team versus Hofstra. We got Tennessee versus the winner of Miami and SMU. We got Virginia versus Wright State. We got a great game. We got Blue Blood Kentucky against the Chanticleers of Santa Clara. And we have Iowa State versus Tennessee State. Woo! There we go. There's your 68 teams in the tournament. I just went over them. What else do you need to know? All right, that's what we got. Let's head back here in a second when we go over the games. But back to the studio. All right, we're back in the studio. And the next thing we're going to end up doing is I talk about how fun, exciting this weekend is, how we got 32 games. When are them games? When's the best time to catch them? Well, guess what? I got everything for you. Right now, let me go ahead and kick it off to the teleprompter, the fenestrator, and we'll go ahead and go over them games right now. Here we go. TCU versus Ohio State at 12:15. Troy versus Nebraska at 12:40. South Florida versus Louisville at 1:30. High Point versus Wisconsin at 1:50. Siena versus Duke at 2:50. McNeese versus Vanderbilt at 3:15. North Dakota State versus Michigan State at 4:05. Hawaii versus Arkansas at 4:25. And then they give us a dinner break. Now that we got food to mix with our beer and weed, we get Michigan versus either UMBC or Howard at 7:10 p.m. BYU versus either Texas or NC State at 7:25. Texas A&M versus St. Mary's at 7:35. Penn versus Illinois at 9:25. St. Louis versus Georgia at 9:45. Kennesaw State versus Gonzaga at 10 p.m. And last but not least, we have Idaho and Houston at 10:10 p.m. So then we get some sleep, we're off that hangover, and noon the next day we're ready to crank another one off. We got Santa Clara versus Kentucky at 12:15, Akron versus Texas Tech at 12:40, Long Island versus Arizona at 1:35, Wright State versus Virginia at 1:50, Tennessee State versus Iowa State at 2:50, Hofstra versus Alabama at 3:15, Utah State versus Villanova at 4:10, and Tennessee versus the winner of Miami and SMU at 4:25 p.m. Get yourself some pizza, or maybe look at that significant other and say, hey, honey, let's hit the sheets real quick before we go ahead and watch some more basketball. Northern Iowa versus St. John's at 7:10 p.m. UCS versus UCLA at 7:25 p.m. Queens versus Purdue at 7:35. We have Florida versus the winner of Prairie View Lehigh at 9:25 p.m. California Baptist versus Kansas at 9:45. We got Furman versus UConn at 10 p.m. And to finish off the night, Missouri versus Miami at 10:10 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, our next segment is called Bet the Bus. And we're back at the Fedestrator to go ahead and talk about them bets. I'm going to give you two bets that you can go ahead and play and bet the bus on. I'm not telling you they're safe bets. These are bets that are going to get you really going. Going to get you revving up like the train going down the tracks. So I'm going to tell you this right now. My first bet that I got is, boom! White State covers! White State covers! They get it done! Bet the bus on Wright State! I got one more for you. One more. And all I gotta say is, Fasheezy McNeasy. Boom! McNeese State. Take the money line. Plus 390. $10 gets you almost $40. But I'll tell you what. Grow some big kahuna, some big balls. Parlay these bad boys. $10 gets you $90. That's the bet of the week. Well, there you have it. Your 6 to 8 teams are broke down. I gave you a little bit of knowledge. I told you what the best bets are. Go out and have yourself a day. Enjoy Thursday and Friday. Enjoy Saturday and Sunday. And thank you for tuning in to the JFed Sports Show. And don't forget to subscribe and follow.